Good evening, happy Thursday, and welcome to Hypno News. I'm Sean Kostick, and my co host, as you can see, is not with me tonight. He is on assignment, and we'll hopefully be back for our next broadcast next week. Until then, we really only have a shorter broadcast today um, because we're in the middle of conference season, and the biggest one, of course, is coming up here. So if you give me just 2 seconds, I am going to. There we go. Look at that. That was seamless. That's what happens when you actually know what you're doing with the technology. There we go. Hypno Thoughts Live is coming up next week in Las Vegas. If you don't have your tickets or hotel by now, tickets I'm pretty sure you can get. I'm pretty sure the hotel room block is sold out. So if you still want to get there, you've got the wherewithal to do so. Go ahead and get there. If you're planning already for next year, remember that tickets will be their lowest price immediately following the conference, and you can get those at a reasonable discounted rate until the price increase, and it usually happens, I believe, on January the 1st. But again, if you're heading into Vegas next week, good on you. You're participating in one of the biggest conferences for hypnotists in the world, if not the biggest. So, as always, kudos to Scott Sandland and Stephanie Scuba. They do an absolutely amazing job keeping a conference of that size running smoothly and actually getting getting everybody together, because that's the name of the game. All right, so there it is. That is HTL. That is coming up again, like I said, next week. And there we are, 18th, 19th, and 20th. So um, pre-conferences, post-conferences will definitely be available on either side of that. So again, check the HTL website. You can see it there, htlive.net. And definitely check that out. All right. A couple of others to mention really quickly. Of course, Michigan International Hypnosis Conference coming up in September. This year's keynotes are Vinny and Carolyn. And, it is ticket time. If you don't have your ticket for this one or your hotel rooms, by all means, please make sure you do that as soon as possible. The independent conferences are another opportunity, and actually, in some cases, maybe even a better opportunity to connect with people and take some time to actually get to know them, understand what they do, understand how they can help you. And Dan's conference in Michigan, it's on my bucket list. To make sure that I get there after I retire. Unfortunately, September is right when school starts up for me, but I will get there after I quote unquote retire from the 9 to 5 job. And when I do, guess what? I'm going to be after all that cool swag that Dan gets all the time, because Dan's the man when it comes to swag. So definitely check that out. It is in Hollywood. Well, not really. Where did I see the hotel? There it is. The hotel is the Hollywood Casino in Greektown, I believe it is. And there it is. The Hollywood Greektown Hotel and Casino. So it's like going to Hollywood in Detroit. It's all good. All of that said, certainly a different kind of conference, a summit, shall we say. Speaker submissions and speaker proposals are still being accepted for the Performing Hypnosis Summit. As you can see, time is ticking. It seems like we were just in Vegas in January, and actually, guess what? We were. So definitely 3 years, Dan. 3 years. That's all it is. I'm so close to my pension. You got it. the the Performing Hypnosis Summit, again, another independent conference, but one that is designed for people who are performing. And by performing, I was thinking about this earlier today. It's not just the comedy stage hypnotist that gets out there. It's the public speaker. It's the corporate presenter. It's the it's that person that has to go out and speak in front of a group of people. All of those are performing, and communication is key. If you can communicate the ideas that you have in a way that your audience can understand, they're either going to A, get the point, or B, be right with you if it is that you are trying to entertain them. Lots of people have told jokes, and I'm one of them. Lots of people are able to tell jokes, but to do it effectively and provide that level of humor in a show, or to provide the right story at the right time in a corporate presentation, when you hit those marks consistently, that's when demand for you starts taking off. So if you are at all interested in doing any kind of performance, whether that is corporate presenting, that is speaking on stage, that is entertaining, this is a conference that you seriously want to consider. Because guess what? The skills are transferable. If you know how to do one, you can do another one. All you need to do is adjust your tactics. And again, where can you learn that? Oh, guess what? We have this summit that you can come and visit. And in visiting this summit, guess what? You can, stay with me now, you can connect with people. Does this sound familiar? And you can get to know them, understand them. Mentorship is as far away as a cup of coffee. Or a beverage, or in the case of the Performing Hypnosis Summit, the 3 a.m. breakfast with the group that goes out at 3 a.m. because they're all awake way too early in the day for the rest of us. Definitely, there are ways that you can connect with the people at the Performing Hypnosis Summit. We have had a seriously deep pool of speakers year over year. This is our 4th year now, and we are planning on continuing and going strong. And as Dan said, PHS is awesome, a must attend. And yes, it is a must attend. I spend all my EDOs on going to this conference. So definitely check it out. It is January 23rd to the 25th at the Gold Coast Casino in Las Vegas. It's just a few minutes away from the Las Vegas Strip. You can get tickets here if you just plan on attending. If you want to access the recordings, and I will say this, the recordings, we have video recordings from our previous years, so please feel free to access those. The recordings are top-notch. Again, it's a way for you to review the content, and you know what? You don't always catch everything the first time, so that's included in your ticket cost. So when you look at your ticket cost, there it is. It's really cost effective for what you get out of it. With that said, that is everything that's going on. I do want to point out another group here that is working to help performers get organized, get ahead, get experience, bounce ideas off. We had an absolutely awesome discussion this past week in the Aisha group. And really, it boiled down to how do we as entertainers who rely a great deal on visual entertainment, the visual part of our craft, How do we entertain people who are sight impaired or have visual challenges? So we had a really good discussion about things that we could do to help people, in terms of even something as simple as describing what's going on the stage all the time. Changing maybe some of the wording from things that we see to understanding in your mind. All of those pieces were we threw them out on the table, picked up the ones that made sense, and kudos to the two Terrys that are going to be out doing that actual show in a couple of months' time. For bringing that forward, just to talk about it and say, hey, can I get some help here, or can we get some help here? So, by the way, we were outnumbered by Terrys. There were 3 Terrys in the in the event, so it was all good. And to get more information, entertainmenthypnotist.com. You can definitely learn more about the International Stage Hypnotist Association. And we'll leave it at that, because that is the week. And that is it. And you can see I use the same wallpaper. Kind of cool. There we go. And there it is. That's me again. It's me, Margaret. If you have shows coming up that you would like us to bring and put forth on the newscast, please do. I know Casey has a show coming up. Susan has a show coming up. Casey's show, I believe, is in a couple of days, and I believe Susan's is early or mid next week. So those shows are available if you are in either of their areas. In Colorado, or I believe Tennessee is where Susan is at. And again, if there is something, please let us know. We could do a scan of the internet, using ChatGPT, but I don't think it would nearly be as effective as just having a place where you guys can send us the information and we can promote it, because that's the other piece of Hypno News, and the reason that we do this is to promote hypnosis and build up the profession. So the more people know, the old NBC slogan that I'm not going to credit NBC for, because I'm not going to use the whole slogan. But really, when you know more, when you know better, you do better. When you know more, you can attend more. You can learn more, and things continue on from there. So with that in mind, I am going to sign off. It's the captain, Sean Koscheck, leaving you with that famous statement: take care, stay well, be awesome. Good night, everybody.